Have you ever wondered, like, have you ever sat down and played Mario Kart and been like, I wonder who the Jujutsu Kaisen characters would main in Mario Kart?
Never, not once.
Well, boy, do I have news for you. Because that's what we're talking about today. Look at, we pulled up.
We got our matching shirts.
We got our shirts. We're ready to go. If you haven't watched my One Piece video where we did this, which you probably haven't, let's be real. How we do this is we have the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe roster, plus Moo if we so choose to use Moo.
I forgot we were doing Moo. Spoiler, I don't have him.
Spoiler, I don't either, so I added the plus Moo both times, but neither of us have used him either time. I have a list of characters. I'll name them all first, just so we can hear what we're going with, because there's a lot of characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. We don't use all of them, obviously. We're going with a simple 10. Yuji, Megumi, Nobara, Maki, Inumaki, Yuta, Gojo, Geto, Shoko, and Nanami. Yes. And we're gonna start out super duper strong and start with Yuji.
I don't know how, like, different ours are gonna be.
I know, with One Piece, a lot of ours were, like, very similar answers. Like, because One Piece is, like, our number one. I really like Jujutsu Kaisen, obviously, but, like, I don't have as strong as, a connection or a gut read, like, with those as I did, like, the One Piece
I know,
crew.
I had to go with, like, what my heart was telling me.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see how different our answers will be this time. Because One Piece, we were mostly, like, the same. I'll start for the first one.
Okay.
For Yuji, I said Koopa Troopa.
Okay.
I don't know. It took me a while to come up with one for him, to be honest. But then I was like, you know what? He gives me Koopa energy. But also, I do think it is important to note that Wiggler does give human earthworm energy.
I didn't even think about that.
So it's something to consider.
So for Yuji, I chose Toad. But also, I was deciding between Toad and possibly Bowser. I don't know why. I was like, Bowser, Loki, I don't know why. I just think Yuji would see Big Lizard and go... yes.
See, that's why I thought...
However, I did go with Toad.
Okay, I thought I was getting reptile energy too, and that's why I went with Koopa Troopa, but I considered Toad, and actually, I was considering Bowser Jr. for a while, and then I switched it to Koopa last minute, mainly because I was like, I don't know if he'd play a villain.
Yeah.
'Cause he's like such a sweet soul, you know? And that's why I switched it to Koopa. So we do have...
I don't know, because I feel
we
like...
kind of went similar routes.
I feel like you'd end up playing a little guy character.
Exactly, little guy. That's why I almost went with Bowser Jr. But then I went on Koopa. So we were thinking along the same lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I can do Megumi.
Okay, yeah, we'll go back and forth.
So I did Shy Guy for Megumi. Because it's Megumi. Like, that, I was gonna do that or, like, maybe Dry Bones.
Okay.
But, like...
Macy?
Let me guess.
No, you're wrong. It's not Shy Guy, but I picked Dry Bones.
Yeah.
And I originally had Shy Guy, but then I switched it. Because I was like, I feel like he gives me Dry Bones more.
Yeah, because like, he's such, like, an edgy, like...
Exactly.
Like, pretends, like,
But
edgy.
we were both thinking the same exact, too. Okay, so...
But I don't know, but I think that he would find it cutesy whenever Shy Guy makes those stupid-ass noises.
He is a little bit of a fake-ass emo, which is why I was considering Shy Guy.
Yeah. Because Shy Guy makes those stupid noises and is really adorable. And Megumi, literally, his power is pets.
This is true. Next is Nobara.
Alright.
I had such a gut read for this. When I originally wrote down that I wanted to make this video at some point, immediately this is the first thing I wrote. I put Nobara would play Birdo.
That was my second choice.
Really?
Yeah, that was my second choice.
Because it just stuck with me. I was like, she gives me Birdo.
That's when I said I was indecisive earlier. I was like, oh, I don't know. But okay. I chose Daisy.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like...
She does give princess energy.
Yeah, because... I don't know, because, like, Nobara, like, while she's, like, really cool and badass, at the same time, she's just like, I like shopping.
She does take pride in being a girl.
Yeah. She likes doing the girly things, you know?
Yeah, so I think that's a good choice. I think if I went with someone other than Birdo,
but
it probably would have
my second choice was Birdo, because Birdo is kind of goofy.
She gives Birdo energy to me.
Yeah.
For context, I know what radiates, like, Birdo energy, because our bestie is a, like...
chronic Birdo player.
Chronic Birdo player whenever we play. So Aubrey, if you're watching this, which you're absolutely not, love you, girl.
Love you.
And I love your radiant Birdo energy.
Birdo or Monty Mole?
Monty Mole. She also plays. Okay, next is Maki. You go first because I went last time. Oh God.
Okay.
You're
I had a really hard time choosing Maki, okay?
I also did.
So I just want to explain my thought process before I go into what I chose.
Oh God. Okay.
I thought you want to play a character that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And I think the coolest character in the game is Funky Kong. I think she would fuck it up as Funky Kong, okay? I don't have any other explanation other than I think that she would get first place. And
she would be a sweat.
She would be a sweaty
She would be a sweat.
And all of the sweats I see on the internet are playing as Funky Kong, at least for the Wii version.
I was gonna say Funky Kong is Wii.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay, so now I'll explain my thought process. That's why I almost picked Ludwig, because a lot of sweats play Ludwig for Mario Kart 8. Mm-hmm. I went with another sweaty character. I said that Maki would be Pink Gold Peach.
I actually looked at Pink Gold Peach.
You did?
Because also I feel like she would pick a character that would piss everyone else off, because people are like, why is Pink Gold Peach in the game? Like, it's such a stupid... Yeah.
I don't know, because, like, to me also, like, Nobara obviously is just very, like, girly in nature. So I think Maki's a little less girly, but I think all of the women in JJK kind of, like, take pride of the fact that they are women.
Yeah.
And so I was like, so I think she would play a girl, but, like, a badass. So, like, I went Pink Gold Peach. And also that's a sweaty, try-hard character to pick.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw the cool shades on Funky Kong and went, yeah.
You know what? I fuck with that, though. I like that energy. I like that pick. Next is Inumaki. Okay.
Mine's really stupid.
Okay, I picked Yoshi for Inumaki. Honestly, he just gave me that energy. He was giving me Yoshi. That's all my answer. He was giving me Yoshi.
For me, I chose Wiggler. Because he's a little flower on his head. And I'm pretty sure it's canon that Inumaki waters flowers.
Oh. Yeah, I think it is. Unless we're on, like, crack cocaine.
I'm pretty sure he...
Yeah, I think so. Didn't he do it in JJK Zero, or am
Something
I like mass hallucinating?
I don't know. That, or I was gonna go with PD Piranha.
That's a good one too.
Next.
Okay, next is Yuta.
I went with Koopa.
Okay.
I went Koopa. He gives me Koopa energy. Cause like Yuta was in his shell for a while, and now he's out of his shell.
Okay, so actually, my pick for Yuta was Shy Guy. I switched him and Megumi. I was like, actually, I think Yuta gives me a little more Shy Guy energy. And then Megumi Dry Bones. That's why I officially decided on Dry Bones, because I was like, Yuta's my Shy Guy. So
next victim.
Victim is crazy. Oh, next is fun. Next is Gojo. Oh! Okay,
I actually have a great explanation for mine, so you go ahead.
Oh, God, okay. Oh, no. Sorry. May the mischaracterization god strike me down.
Oh no.
No. I know who you're gonna pick. No, that's you don't know. Or unless you do. For Gojo, I picked Rosalina.
I disagree, but go on.
I'll elaborate in a second.
She's got pretty blue eyes.
Exactly. She kind of gives Gojo.
True.
They're both divas. They're both blue-eyed divas. They both have light hair. They're both blue.
Here's mine. Technically, I'm pretty sure, at least competitively, Yoshi is the strongest character in the game.
Really?
Yes. With I think the teddy bear cart, technically. So I went with Yoshi because I think Gojo kind of gives picking Yoshi energy, but also because he's the strongest in the game.
Oh, well, that was a really good pick. I did not know that Yoshi was the strongest in the game.
I think. I could be wrong. I could be...
But also...
My research could have... Well, I didn't actually research it, but, like, if my...
Your prior knowledge.
If my prior knowledge has led me...
Served you right.
Yes. If the grapevine has served me correct.
Next is Gato. You go first.
Mine's really dumb, but I think he would play the villager from Animal Crossing.
He killed villagers.
Fuck. No, I just think because it looks so...
You picked the worst possible.
No, because...
That's like being like, oh, I think he'd play Donkey Kong.
No.
Filthy monkey, you can't even use Jujutsu.
No, okay. I don't know. I feel like he would just see the villager and go, this is a little cutesy.
No, he'd see the villager and go...
He would go... Just kidding, that's Meg's. I don't know. I had a hard time picking for him.
See, okay, this is where I struggled a little less. Because for Kato... May the mischaracterization god strike me down. I picked Peach.
What?
Okay, but consider...
And you were roasting me.
Okay, but hear me out. One, Gato is a pretty princess, but two...
Oh, yeah, look at him. With
exactly.
that waist, yeah.
But two, Gojo would be Rosalina, and then Gato would be Peach. And then hear me out. Next is Shoko. It's my turn to go first.
Chat, are you listening to this?
And Shoko would be Daisy. They'd all three be the princesses. I stand by it. They're silly goofy, and so I think that they would all three be the princesses.
You know, fair enough.
Fair enough, my ass. You said that he would be the villager from Animal Crossing.
No, I have a vision. A vision
of what? Bitch, a village burning?
You just aren't ready for it.
Maybe you're not ready for my vision.
All right.
Gojo is a rosy girly through and through.
For Shoko, I chose Pauline.
Okay.
I feel like Pauline would, like, fuck up a nice cigarette. I don't know. So I feel like Shoko would, like,
get a cig, go to the grog.
Yeah, like, Pauline's from New York. New Dunk. But if we're going by Mario Odyssey terms, I don't know. I just feel like Pauline would mess up a cig. And so does Shoko.
Next is Nanami. He's our final pick. Nanami time. You can go first.
I had a really hard time picking one for Nanami. But I ended up going with Kamek. I don't know. Kamek. That's how it's pronounced.
Is that the one with the circle glasses? And he has the little spiky...
No.
Wait, he's in Deluxe?
Yeah.
Kamek?
Like, he has the blue, like...
The hat?
Robe thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I went with Kamek because I feel like he kind of looks cool, but at the same time, it's not, like, too, like, main character-y. Because I feel like Nanami wouldn't pick a character that's, like, out there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he would pick, like, a more, like, normally kind of character. But, like, not something like Mario or Luigi. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, yeah.
So I picked I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So, for Nanami, this is gonna sound like a weird pick, but I picked Toad.
I feel like we had a similar line of thought.
Because I thought that he isn't, like... I don't think he's the type to play, like, an over-the-top type of character.
Right.
And I think he'd go with something kind of basic, but then again, not too main character-y like Mario. Like, I don't think he'd go with Mario. He wouldn't be that boring or basic.
But I know a lot of people that choose Toad.
Exactly. A lot of people choose it. Toad's a safe pet. Toad is a very safe choice.
Yeah.
And so I thought that Nanami would be Toad.
However, I do respect your Gojo pick for Rosalina because I play Rosalina.
Yeah, bitch, why are you gonna fight with me?
I was gonna say, I play Rosalina,
We'll fight.
And I am wearing a Gojo shirt.
They're the princesses. They're the princesses.
Rosalina.
I don't care. Oh my gosh, what character would Callie, the Kagurabachi girl, main in Mario Kart?
I know the answer.
I'm a baby Daisy girl. Give me a bitty buggy. Give me baby Daisy. Anyways, Gojo would play Rosalina. Let me speak my truth, guys.
No, she's the strongest. Who would Sukuna play?
Hollow purple. I think that's all I've got for you today. Mario Kart World, by the time I get this video out, will be out by then. So, yay, new Mario Kart.
Yay.
Woo. Okay.
Let's blow this video up so I have enough money to buy a Switch too.
Yeah, that won't happen.
Please. If I say please enough.
We're just girls.
Let me just write off my sister's income, please.
We're just girls who think that Gojo would play as a princess.
Last time I checked, Yoshi is not a princess.
Yes, he is, dog.
Fair. Oh yeah, Shiba from Kagurabachi's hot.
This has been the Kagurabachi girl of YouTube telling her opinion on who the Jujutsu Kaisen characters would play in Mario Kart. Everyone asked for this. That is all we have.
Woo.
Nothing more, nothing less.
We're gone.
Thank you for watching. Oh! Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Subscribe for Kagurabachi content, because that's what I do the most. But I'll talk about JJK some other time, surely.
Will you?
Yes.
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 No.
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 Okay. Bye. Oh! Bye. No! Thank you for watching. I didn't even say subscribe. Please subscribe. She's already leaving. Please subscribe.
I need to write my D&D session, dude.
Please
I got
subscribe.
like 2 hours.
Please subscribe. Bye.